Welcome to the restoration modification series for a 1995 Volvo 850 T-5R. We're doing some restoration as well as performance modifications. And if you have not seen the previous episodes, please click the playlist button, start from the beginning. We hope you enjoyed those episodes as well as this one. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. There it is, folks. Day 10. We'll be shooting to get this thing on the ground and test drove today. Got a few loose ends to tie up and get cracking. We have the clutch bled, the exhaust pipe on. Now we're getting ready to flush the brake system with nice clean brake fluid. Get all the brake calipers bled and gonna let it down on the ground or close to the ground so that we can put in the intercooler piping. That's next. We're going to go ahead and test the brake fluid for moisture content. This was the stuff out of the rears. Man, I thought that would be worse than that. Passed the test. Let's check the fronts. We got the air box in, the cold air intake in from Snap, most of the intercooler piping in, and we figured out that the short shifter hits the bottom of the airbox. Second, fourth, and reverse lifts the airbox up about 1/4 of an inch. So the head of that bolt is definitely a factor. Don't like that happening, so I'm gonna cut a little piece out of this airbox just to see if we can get that to stop happening. Most of these cars have cold air intakes. With the short shifter, they don't have that problem. But since this one has the stock air box, we got the problem. So let's see what we can do about that. And that was my solution for that. So we'll have a little air tube guide leakage there, not much. All of the turbocharged intercooler piping is on. The exhaust is bolted to the turbo flange. We got the relays in place. That thing is properly in and it sits pretty good. So we are adding fluids. We've added the coolant, got the new improved oil dipstick in. I think this dipstick reads about a 1/2 quart high. So you want to run your oil a 1/2 quart higher than on the dipstick. We got this air pipe in. Missed a little cut right there. Everything is off of the shifter linkage, and man, really all we need is a battery on here and we could crank this thing. But we're going to take a little lunch break. We got the fuel system, is being upgraded. So once we run that line back there and put that relay back there for that modification, we will be done, ready to start it. Make sure it goes into a couple of gears and then put some tires on it. You don't want to run your transmission, somebody told me, or your axles with weight on them. So these are kind of unweighted. We still need to torque them, but we can at least start it, make sure it goes into gears before we put the wheels on. Let's go take a lunch break. We are having food delivered, so we will do a little progress on here. We don't have any coolant leaking, that's good. We get all the turbo piping in, getting ready to run the wire for the fuel pump. From here, all the way back to the fuel pump. Let's get cracking. Yesterday we ran this red wire under the dash, so we're gonna open the door, pull the carpet back, and pull that wire all the way through back to where the fuel pump is awaiting. Back from lunch, still running this wire. Got it through the grommet, running it through to the back. Folks, I believe we are ready to fire this thing up. We just got the fuel pump wiring done, dropped in the battery. We got everything still exposed back here because we want to test it, make sure we don't have any leaks and everything's working. And I seen lights flicker on the dash. So got to find the bolt for this and then we'll be ready. We are like ready to go. We're gonna prime it. I'm gonna look for fuel leak back here. Go ahead, prime it. You got it neutral?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Yep. Fuel pump worked. Did you cut it off or did it cut itself off?
It cut itself off.
All right.
Doing it again?
Yeah, do it 3 times at least.
2.
Dang, it's cutting that off quick. Do it 5 times and then try to start it. Hey, I don't see any fuel back there. Contact.
Go. You want to open up? You have to open it?
No, it's full. Hold on a second. I hear a lot of fluid moving. Just wanted to make sure none was moving on the ground. Probably just not plugged in. Let it run at least a minute before you shut it off so we don't get lawnmower syndrome. Let me plug the coolant in, coolant bottle.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, we had the coolant sensor unplugged, so we need to flash a tune on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook up my computer so we can flash a tune. And we need to top off the coolant. We are about to open up Tuner Pro and flash a tune on this baby. Woo woo. We are flashing the tune with battery low voltage warning. So we got a boost box on it and we keep restarting the boost box. Get this flash done. See your tax up at 700. We are gonna fire it up, people. Fire it right up.
That sounds better.
We got lots of lights because we have no serpentine belt hooked up. Let it run for a minute, shut it down, and hook up the serpentine belt. We got all the lights. All the lights. Got the serpentine belt tensioner in. We got the first start out of the way. We topped off the coolant. We flashed the tune. We are torquing the wheels on. We broke the tab off of the relay so we can have cruise control. Then we're going to torque the CV axles. Basically done with most of the work. We got some cosmetic stuff to do on the inside. And then we're all done. We'll take it for a test drive, do a data log for the tuner, and this car will be off to the races. After, of course, it had an extensive alignment. Spaz in here talking about a warranty. Man, your warranty been gone for 30 minutes. We are cleaning up, packing up. The trunk is almost put together. Got to put the rear bumper on before we can finish that. We're also putting on rear floor mats. And this is why we were replacing the carpet. Somehow it got bleached and burnt. You know it's stiff when you got one side jacked up and the other side is off the ground too. Yes, sir. Ooh-wee. Look at that. Man, oh man. About to get set on the maiden voyage.
Oh, your hood's up.
And do our baseline data run. Yeah, absolutely. And we're recording, folks. Let's get cracking. He can't believe it. With the short shifter. With the short shifter throw. Whoop, whoop. We got 2 gears, folks. 4 gears working. No coolant light. We are tipping and rolling and tipping. Woo, woo. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching. On to helping the next person, and we're working on an S70. So I appreciate y'all watching, appreciate your support. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I hope you have a good week.